Welcome lads, we're back for another video. Today we are reviewing the Premier League action. Starting out with Swansea versus Everton, a 1-1 game. Not really a bad result for both teams. Gomez is still trying to score the most amazing goals ever, but still, 1-1, Everton played well, Swansea played well, kind of a cheap penalty in Everton's goal, but oh my days, John Joe Shelby, there was just this little nick in fair, it set up for him, and he banged it. It didn't count because supposedly Leighton Baines was fouled, but oh my god, if that had gone in, probably would have been goal of the season. In my opinion, that would have been goal of the season. Just bang, top bins. Anyways, it's a good result for both teams, you know, both teams have had well, Everton haven't had a good season, but Swansea have had a pretty good season. They're an established Premier League team at this point. Moving on to West Ham versus Stoke City. Oh my days, did West Ham get lucky. West Ham had an amazing goal. That free kick. Oh my days. The skill to bend it like that and bang it. Oh, but Stoke, now they had chance after chance. Some Eastern European player, who I cannot even pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try, just absolutely had 3 goals, really. Two were offside. He's got one eventually, right in like 90th minute. But oh my days, I swear one of them wasn't offside. Stoke were playing definitely the better football, but both teams have had a good season. So, you know, in retrospect, it was kind of a decent result for both teams, but I would say Stoke City probably deserved the win. Now, moving on to West Brom versus Leicester. This is an interesting one because Leicester came back and they won. They were down 2-1 and all. Just dramatic. And they were away from home. And this is a West Brom team who's been managed by Tony Pulis. Tony Pulis has a reputation as being solid defensively, you know, rugged, tough. That's what he was with Stoke and Crystal Palace. But their last 2 results against QPR and Leicester have been absolute bottle jobs. I mean, they lost to QPR 4-1, and now this team, they lost 3-2. I mean, West Brom, what are you doing? It's really weird, but I think Leicester are going to stay up. I believe that Sunderland, Hull and Burnley are going to go down. Now, I'll talk about Burnley later, but those are the teams I reckon will go down. Now, let's move on to Tottenham Hotspur versus Aston Villa. Oh my days, what are Tottenham up to? They're absolute shite. You know, you got Harry Kane, you got all that hype, they got good players. You know, they had a chance at top 4, definitely the way Man City are playing. But Villa, what's going on with Villa? Frankly, Tottenham should have kept Sherwood if you see what he's doing at Villa. Benteke is on another level. He is scoring goals for fun, you know. Benteke was a good player until Lambert got hold of him and it all went to shit. Anyways, moving on to Sunderland versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have been on an absolute tear lately. I mean, what is going on with them? They beat Man City and then they got to Sunderland, who should have been, you know, up for their game because they're fighting for their survival in the Premier League. They just beat Newcastle in a time-rare derby, the foe with a peach of a goal, and they just absolutely just laid down and let Crystal Palace go in. Balassi scores 3 goals in like 8 minutes or something nutty like that. I mean, it was crazy. Now, Balassi could leave Crystal Palace. That's the rumours anyway. You know, he's a quality player. He's probably going to want to play for a top 6 team. And frankly, Crystal Palace just don't have the finances to be a top 6 team. Now, moving on to Southampton versus Hull City. Hull City are definitely going down. Their running is just too hard. They cannot stay up with that kind of running. Like, I mean, unless they're beating Liverpools and the Arsenals of the world, I just can't see it happening. And Hull have experienced players, but they're just not with it. And Southampton, you know, they could be in the Europa League next season. Southampton had an amazing season, and this is a Southampton team that literally lost their whole team last year. They all went to Liverpool, and for them to come into this season, get some new players in, and absolutely smash it. I mean, they were in the top 4 conversation for a while. You know, their squad ain't deep enough for that, but they're 5th or 6th in the league. I mean, what a result. Now, Burnley versus Arsenal, the 5:30 kickoff. Arsenal here, you know, this is a championship winning, I'm afraid to say it, but a championship winning team, you know. They grind out results. Now, maybe the old Arsenal would have tried pushing on for a 3 and then got hit on the counter and lost. Burnley can't score at the moment, and that's the facts. You know, Danny Ings ain't scoring for him, and if Danny Ings ain't scoring, no one's scoring. Arsenal probably won't win the title, but they'll probably have a good go at it, or they should have a good go at it. Anyways, let's move on to the Sunday games. Starting out with the first game on Sunday was QPR versus Chelsea. A little West London derby, nothing special. But QPR, I mean, frankly, got kind of unlucky in this game. Chelsea did not come out to play very well. Now, I understand that the striker problem is there, but I'm sorry, the quality on Chelsea's team, that shouldn't even be an issue against a team like QPR. QPR have a real fight. They got kind of unlucky they didn't get at least a point. Charlie Austin was trying to score, but what the QPR fans decided to do afterwards by chucking shit at them, I mean, what are they thinking? Absolute nutters, man. You know, Fabregas got a great goal, but, you know, I'm a little bit concerned for Chelsea, winning the title. Now, they got a big lead, and it should be enough, but they will drop points. And they're playing Man United at the weekend, and we'll see what happens there, because Man United are on amazing form at the moment, absolutely smashing it. And Chelsea, they're grinding out results, like all good teams do, but the luck could end, and they got a great lead, and that's the thing. The lead is so massive that they can kind of coast to the end of the season almost. Now, moving on to the big one of the weekend. Manchester United versus Manchester City at Old Trafford, and oh my God, the first 15 minutes, Man City looked like they could have had 2 or 3, but they only got 1. Navas, I don't know what Navas' deal is. All he does is run. That's it. That's all he can do is sprint. He's an Olympic sprinter out there. He's like worse than Walcott. He just runs. He gets into such great positions, but his final ball is so bad. He was in on the goals, like the first few minutes against De Gea. There was no way he was going to score. Now, you just look at him and you're like, De Gea's saying that. De Gea's a great goalie, but still, Man City, pushing on. Aguero scored 2 goals in the end, but Man United, oh my days, they're playing so well. They've finally got a team out there that's playing well together, not jumping and swapping the lineups, and it's not the lineup everyone expected. You've got the likes of Fellaini, Mata, Herrera, Ashley Young, playing absolutely out of this world. Ashley Young, a goal and 2 assists in that game. What on earth? Rooney is still there. Now, Mata's goal was offside, not gonna lie, and Fellaini's might have been offside, but still, they absolutely battered Man City. And well, they're going to finish above Man City this year, and who knows? They could win the league. If Arsenal could win the league, Man United could win the league. And what a result that would have been. I don't think they will. I think Chelsea will win the league, but you never know. That's what's great about football. Now, moving on to the Monday game, Liverpool versus Newcastle. Sterling scored. Bit of a great goal for him, considering that he was pictured doing something this weekend or last week or something like that. Not Arsenal, Liverpool fans gave a rounding ovation to Gutierrez, who had cancer. Great little touch there, but nothing really to talk about. Newcastle are a joke, frankly. I mean, I'm sorry, but all they care about is being in the Premier League and being top 10. And for a club that big, with that sort of fan base and that sort of stadium, they should be more than just a top 10. Not even top 10, top 15, because they don't really care between, I guess theoretically, being 17th or being 5th is what's the difference. You're not going to get into Europa League. There is no point in their eyes to be like that. And I'd hate to be a Newcastle fan right now. Anyways, those are my thoughts on what happened this weekend. Drop a comment on what you thought happened. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.